Hello universe, welcome to my world. Today when we do an Angelina Jordan video, we're going back in time. We're going back to 1978 when Queen released their second album, and on that album was their song, Don't Stop Me Now. It was 3 years after Queen released their famous Bohemian Rhapsody. And a feature of many Queen songs, the fact that you really want to get up and sing along with it. They have this anthem quality to it, which makes them very, very catchy. Now, this song has been covered many, many times over the years. To introduce the song, let's hear a version from McFly. McFly were a British boy band from 20 years ago, and they performed this song on Top of the Pops, which was a staple of the British pop TV scene for 40 years. This will draw you a memory, and notice how much the audience sings along with the lyrics.
And the world is turning inside out, yeah, floating around in ecstasy. So don't stop me now. Don't stop me. 'Cause I'm having a good time, having a good time. A shooting star racing through the skies like a tiger, defying the laws of gravity.
Another feature about Queen songs is they really lend themselves very well to being sung a cappella. We're about to hear 3 different choirs singing a cappella versions. First we'll go to Finland and we'll meet Rajatan, and then we're going to a university in North Carolina and we're going to meet a very energetic group of young lads by the name of Ripcord, and they have some very tight choreography as well. And then we're hearing a choir from Slovenia, which is part of the former Yugoslavia.
Tonight, I'm gonna have myself a real good time.
I feel alive.
And the world, I'm turning inside out, yeah. Don't stop me now. Don't stop me. 'Cause I'm having a good time, having a good time. I'm a shooting star, leaping through the sky like a tiger, defying the laws of gravity. I'm a racing car, passing by like Lady Godiva. I'm gonna go, go, go. There's no stopping me.
Flying through the sky, yeah. 200 degrees, that's why they call me Mr. Fahrenheit. I'm traveling at the speed of light. I wanna make a supersonic man out of you.
Next we'll meet PMJ. We've met them before, Postmodern Jukebox. They do vintage versions, and this is a vintage soul version. And it is said it might be in a Tina Turner style. It's quite distinctive, it's quite unusual, this.
I'm a shooting star leaping through the sky like a tiger, defying the laws of gravity. I'm a racing car passing by like Lady Godiva. I'm gonna go, go, go. There's no stopping me. I'm burning through the sky, yeah. 200 degrees, that's why they call me Mr. Fahrenheit.
Next, we're meeting a group that does 20% rock and 80% classical music. You cannot call this chamber music because they're not in a room. They're actually on a rooftop, and they're a very unusual blend of instruments, and they put a completely different spin on it. Previously, we've done some dance interpretations of some music, and today we're going even a bit beyond that. This is interpretive dance, and we have someone on the BBC doing something very funny where he interprets the lyrics as he goes along. I have to do some very sharp editing so as to keep this family friendly, because otherwise it really could be a bit rude and a bit saucy. But this is very creative and very funny. I'm also including the captions so you appreciate the interpretive dance that much more.
And the world turning inside out, floating around. Don't stop me now. Don't stop me. The shooting star leaping through the sky like a tiger, defying the laws of gravity. Admiration car passing by.
Now, we do come to Queen and Freddie Mercury, the original, and this is the classical version. You want to sing along with it, and this is definitely a rock anthem.
Don't stop me, 'cause I'm having a good time, having a good time. A shooting star leaping through the sky like a tiger, defying the laws of gravity. I'm a racing car passing by like Lady Godiva. I'm gonna go, go, go. There's no stopping me. I'm burning through the sky, yeah. 200 degrees, that's why they call me Mr. Fahrenheit.
Now, this is an Angelina Jordan channel, and we eventually do come to Angelina Jordan, and here we are. 3 years ago, she did a version, which you cannot call it a rock version. She goes onto the shelf and she finds her smooth and tender voice. But we're lucky today because we have a second version 3 years later where she does a completely different style, and she goes into jazz mode. Not many singers have such a big gap in styles that they are able to do for the same song. So she does a relatively conventional performance with a silky smooth voice, and then she goes into profound jazz mode more recently. This is where it gets very interesting.
Tonight I'm gonna have myself a real good time. I feel alive in the world, turning inside, yeah, and floating around in ecstasy. So don't stop me now. Don't stop me, 'cause I'm having a good time, having a good time. To the sky, leaping through the sky like a tiger, defying the laws of gravity. I'm racing car passing by, Lady Godiva. I'm gonna go, go, go. There's no stopping me. Tonight I'm gonna have myself a real good time. I feel alive in the world. I'll turn it inside, yeah. I'm floating around in ecstasy. So don't stop me now. Don't stop me, 'cause I'm having a good time. I'm having a good time.
Scientists can determine the trajectory of a shooting star, but no scientist can determine the trajectory of Angelina Jordan's future career as a star. That's why we will continue to show her ongoing development as her career unfolds. Okay, gang, I'm out of here. I'll catch you later. Bye.